Hey everyone, welcome to another thrilling adventure through the ever-expanding Bitcoin and cryptoverse. I'm your host, Corbin Fraser, and we've got another action-packed show just for you. Buckle up for some Bitcoin love, a few warning signs from the traditional markets, red-faced Gary Gensler, plus the latest buzz on crypto markets, including ETF news, meme coins, and NFTs. We've also got some exciting Bitcoin predictions that you won't want to miss. So let's dive in. First off, we've got some love in the air. Mr. Michael Dell, the CEO of Dell Computers, he ran a fun poll on X recently asking folks what's more important, artificial intelligence, love and relationships, or Bitcoin? And over 64,000 votes were cast, and Bitcoin came out on top with 43%. Love and relationships were a close second at 39%, while AI lagged behind at 9%, and none of the above got 8%. So the poll got a lot of attention, even from hopeless romantic Elon Musk, who said that he voted for love and relationships. Others had some strong opinions too, with the Bitcoin meme "Fix the Money, Fix the World" trending in the comments. This poll came after another one that Dell did about the next big tech breakthrough, where blockchain also led the votes. So either Dell's follower base is weirdly pro-Bitcoin and crypto, or it's a real indication of the general public sentiment on the industry and its relative importance to silly things like love or relationships. But we'll leave that for you guys to decide. Let's move on to a little doom porn. John Hussman, the market guru who nailed the 2000 and 2008 crashes, he's warning that the S&P 500 could nosedive by 50 to 70%. He points out that stock prices are sky high with only a few stocks driving the gains, which is never a good sign. Hussman, who is from Hussman Investment Trust, highlights alarming charts that resemble past market bubbles. The ratio of non-financial stock markets to their gross value added is at pre-1929 and 2021 crash levels, suggesting extended negative S&P 500 returns in the very near future. And Hussman, he's not alone. Analysts Harry Dent and Gareth Soloway also predict a downturn due to high interest rates, geopolitical tensions, and U.S. banking woes, which is something we cover quite often here over at Bitcoin.com news. So more red flags are starting to rise as the Bank for International Settlements, BIS or BIS, just released its 2024 report warning about rising public debt in both advanced as well as emerging economies. If budgets aren't managed better, the growing debt combined with higher interest rates could lead to serious financial stress. The report highlights that high debt can harm fiscal credibility, disrupt monetary policy, and cause inflation and unstable exchange rates. Claudio Borio from Biz summed it up: everything seems fine until suddenly it's not. Moving on to regulation, we have a major decision from the U.S. Supreme Court that is set to have huge implications for the crypto industry. But first, let me take a moment to tell you about our fantastic sponsor for this week's show, Base Dogs. Look at this dude. He's flying in. Woo! Base Dogs with a WGZ. It's cool. They got a pre-sale going on, so go check that one out over at basedogs.com. Base Dogs is a meme coin inspired by the spirit of base jumping and the cultural phenomena of Shiba Inu memes. So dogs will live on Coinbase's base chain, but also trade on Ethereum, Solana, BSC, and AVAX. The pre-sale is ongoing now, so head over to basedogs.com, that's DAWGZ.com, to get in on that action. And to all of the would-be dogs out there, please remember cryptocurrency markets, especially those based on memes and even dogs, are volatile and unpredictable. So please base jump responsibly. And back to the news. U.S. Congressman Tom Emmer has stated that the Supreme Court's decision to overturn the decades-old legal principle known as Chevron defense significantly limits, quote, the regulatory abuses of U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Mr. Gary Gensler. So backing up for a moment, Chevron defense is a legal principle established in 1984 case Chevron USA versus Natural Resources Defense Council. It effectively set a precedent that courts must defer to federal agencies' interpretations of any ambiguous statutes that the agency administers. So in other words, where the law is unclear, federal agencies know better than the court, so we should let the agencies make the rules. Well, with the overturning of the Chevron defense, things are about to change. According to Tom Emmer, he's quoted saying, the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Chevron defense kneecaps the regulatory abuses of Gary Gensler and every other unchecked, unelected bureaucrat who legislates by rulemaking. Cody Carbone, chief policy officer at the Digital Chamber, stated, he quoted saying, "The decision is a game changer for the crypto industry. It promises a future where regulations are more predictable and grounded in clear legislative intent, rather than shifting interpretations by regulatory agencies and unelected policy leaders." So amen to that. Will be interesting to see how this all plays out. And with the crypto markets in the summer doldrums over the last few weeks, we've got some much needed mainline injection of hopium for you, and it comes in the form of price prediction from Standard Chartered Bank, who's saying that August could be one of the hottest months on record for Bitcoin. So the bank's head of Forex and digital assets research, Jeffrey Kendrick, predicts Bitcoin will hit a new all-time high in August, then reach 100K by the U.S. presidential election in November. The analyst thinks a Trump victory, which is looking very likely at this point, would boost Bitcoin prices even more, suggesting 150K by the end of the year and 200,000 by 2025. So the rationale is that Trump's pro-crypto stance and promise to support Bitcoin mining could support driving more of those gains. Kendrick does note that if Biden steps out of the race, Bitcoin might drop to as low as 50K on fears that, let's say, like a mentally sharper or more, enthusiastic candidate may actually beat Trump. But August 4th is a key date to watch for Biden's decision on that whole running thing. So, moving on to Bitcoin ETFs, which we like to talk about here. One way to make the number go up, no matter the political situation, is the Bitcoin ETFs. And Bitcoin ETFs had a big day on Monday, pulling in $129 million in new investments, the most since June 2024. Fidelity's FBTC led the charge with $65 million flowing into its fund, marking the fifth straight day of positive investment. Overall, these ETFs have seen over $14 billion in inflows this year, now holding nearly $55 billion worth of Bitcoin. Pretty intense. In other ETF news, Steno Research is betting big on Ethereum, predicting spot ETFs could push it to $6,500 this year. They expect these ETFs to attract $15 to $20 billion, much higher than earlier forecasts. Steno believes this influx will significantly boost ETH prices and market activity. And on the other side of the fence, we've got Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, which we always love covering because he's just an outrageous dude. And he's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he's warning against Bitcoin ETFs, calling them fake. They're fake versions of Bitcoin. He prefers owning real Bitcoin, gold, and silver, keeping them secure away from the banks and away from Wall Street, which is totally fair and not always the most sane people. Kiyosaki buys Bitcoin monthly following Warren Buffett's long-term investment strategy and predicts Bitcoin could hit $350,000 by August, urging others to invest before potential prices surge. Robert, you're making my day. $350K, that would be just delightful. Let's hope you're right. And finally, we have a huge announcement from Igloo Inc., where the folks behind Pudgy Penguin's NFT collection. The big news is that Igloo Inc. just bought Frame with the intention to kickstart Abstract Chain, which is a new project aimed at making crypto more consumer-friendly. CEO Luca Netz says this move will help address the shortcomings of current Layer 2 solutions and bring more culture and community into the crypto world. The plan is to work with Frame's team to develop Abstract Chain, focusing on creating a user-friendly and secure platform. They want to use cutting-edge tech like ZK Stack and EigenLayer to make it faster and cheaper for developers and users. This acquisition is all about building a bigger on-chain community and improving the crypto experience for everyday users. So we wish them and the Pudgy Penguins the very best of luck. And that's a wrap on this week's exploration of the Bitcoin and cryptoverse. Keep up with the ever-evolving world of cryptocurrency by subscribing to our channels for the freshest updates and insights. Don't miss out on staying in some Bitcoin.com's ecosystem token verse and hanging out in the verse lounge over on Telegram to chat with our awesome team. I also hang in there, so you can come say hi. We've got some exciting stuff in the works, so just keep a very close eye on that. We're working very hard behind the scenes on a couple cool things there. Join our rapidly growing community to stay in the know, and thanks for tuning in. And until next time, keep your wallet safe, keep exploring new opportunities. I'm in Kyoto this week, so if you guys are doing the IVS Kyoto Japan Blockchain Week, you might see me around. I'm on a BTC panel this morning where I'm going to be dropping the mic on someone. I don't know if I'm actually doing that, but we'll catch you guys later. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. See you guys. Catch you later.